Welcome to this ChemSpider video tutorial. The aim of this video is to give you a bit of insight into what ChemSpider is and what information it holds and how it can be really useful to you as a user. So the first thing is ChemSpider is a structure-centric database. This means that chemical structures are the key to all the information in ChemSpider, and this is really powerful because it suddenly means you're free from knowing what the systematic name for a compound is, or if there's a trivial name such as spongistatin A, what that actually means. Now you can just put in your structure and you can find out all this information. Alternatively, you can put in a name and discover what the structure should be. One of the key features about ChemSpider, because it is a structure-centric database, is that it enables you to do different kinds of searching. You can't do reaction scheme searching, and it's not an exhaustive literature database, but it's really powerful in other ways. So now you can have a chemical structure and you can associate lots and lots of different bits of information with that chemical structure. So its systematic name, the trivial names, but also safety data, spectral information, literature information, blogs, podcasts, videos. Essentially any data that you've got can be associated with a structure, and this is really interesting, useful thing to be able to do. ChemSpider sources its data from lots and lots of different places, and we call these data sources. And these can be open databases such as PubChem, they can be chemical suppliers catalogues, they can be data which has just been entered by an ordinary user who's come along and said, I know something about this chemical. So this means you can get an awful lot of different types of data in one ChemSpider record. So let's take a look at one now. So I'm just going to type in cholesterol. Now what you see is the basic ChemSpider page. Key thing is that you see the chemical structure, and if you want to see this in more detail you can click on zoom and you'll get a larger version of the image. We can also use the show 3D option to view a 3D version of the molecule, which you can play around with and view in different ways. Then we see a title. This has been asserted that this structure is cholesterol, and some data here. So we get a number, which is the ChemSpider ID, the molecular formula. You can view the molecular weight, and also for people who are interested in machine reader, will have the systematic name, SMILE string information. We have the INCHI string. But if you don't know what those are, don't worry about them. And then we have a series of what you'll see at the moment as grey bars with titles in them. And these are the info boxes. These are the containers for the information in ChemSpider. So let's just have a look at some of them. The top one here is Wikipedia articles, and if you click on this it'll expand and we see a little bit of text from the Wikipedia article for cholesterol. If we click on read more, this will open the Wikipedia page in a new tab so we can see the full record. Another key feature is the identifiers info box, and this brings together all the different ways that this molecule may be identified. So there are foreign names, trade names, systematic names, and as you can see there are quite a lot for cholesterol. The names that are highlighted in bold are ones which people have gone and said, this assertion that this name is connected to this structure is correct. The ones that appear in normal face may be correct, but no one's actually come along and said, yes, these names definitely apply to this structure. We also have a patents info box, which returns results from an external site linking us to patents about the chemical of interest. If you're interested in finding literature references, the articles info box is the place you want to look. We have the links and reference tab here, which displays specific references that have been added to this record. The RSC Journals tab will show you all the information that we have in the RSC Journals database. You can look at the RSC books list, or you can look on, for instance, Google Books to see all the books relating to cholesterol that Google Books knows. There is the properties info box, and this contains useful information, especially predicted properties, but also experimental properties. Here we can see the calculated values of log P and calculated values for density, but we also have the experimental properties tab, and here we actually have some measured properties such as melting point and boiling point. The spectra info box displays actual spectral data. So here we can see as a quick overview that we have carbon NMR data, protein NMR data, and even some UV-Vis infrared spectra and a mass spectrum. If you click on the icon, an applet will open and load up the spectrum. And you can now interact with this spectrum and zoom in on various features, do peak picking. If the person who supplied the data has made this openly available, you can also download the spectrum onto your own computer and try and process it in your favourite processing package. There can be lots of other info boxes that you might see in a record, so just play around, open the info boxes and see what information they hold. I hope that this video has shown you that there's lots and lots of useful features in ChemSpider. If you'd like some more information, why not look at some of the other videos where we'll go through searching by name and searching by structure. Also, you can look for help under the help menu. The Getting Started option is very, very useful for new users. And if you have any problems, don't forget you can get in touch with us at ChemSpider@rsc.org. Thanks for your time.